Hey guys, Flamingo here, and I am back. So I know you guys have been missing me terribly, and I totally appreciate that. So I thought I'd give you a quick rundown on what I've been doing while I've been away for the past few weeks. I spent a really long weekend visiting my friend Claire over in Ireland. Well, technically Northern Ireland, but we spent a lot of time over the border. And that was pretty awesome. We went into Dublin for one day and we went to the Guinness factory. We also went up the mountain in like the backyard basically of Claire's house. When I say went up, we sort of like drove up because neither Claire or I are really into like the whole mountain trekking, climbing, Caribbean let's scale this rock face. Yeah, no, not us. So we drove up the mountain and we saw some sheep or goats. They were some sort of like mountain animal thing with horns. I can't really remember what they were, but yeah, you get the picture. We saw those, and the mountain's really cool because it's like covered in heather and stuff, so it basically looks purple. We did that on like the one nice day that I was there, and the rest of the time it chucked it down with rain. And you may have noticed in the news, it was like a couple of weeks ago now, that there were like floods all over Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yeah, that was when I was there. So we did that, and we also went into Armagh for a day, and we went around a couple of cathedrals, and we actually crashed a wedding in one, which was kind of weird but awesome. It was raining and we were getting soaked, and so we went into this cathedral and there was a wedding on, and we were like, hey, that's kind of cool, but it looked like a nice wedding, you know, congrats to the bride and groom. So yeah. And then after I came back from Ireland, I did like a few other things in Ireland, but we're just skimming over that. I went to New Zealand for 2.5 weeks, and New Zealand was absolutely amazing, guys. Like seriously, it's awesome, and if you ever get the chance to go, you should totally go because it's beautiful. Like, oh my god, I spent 31.5 hours though getting there, which I wasn't really impressed about because I'm not a big fan of flying. It's not so much the whole like you're 35,000 feet in the air kind of thing. It's more the matter of like you're on this plane for 13.5 hours. And you can't get off. There is no way that you can get off unless you're drunk and trying to open the emergency exit, but that's a bad plan. So yeah, I managed to survive 31.5 hours in transit. Got to Auckland. Had no idea what time of day it was or even what day it was, but my friend Shannon picked me up and we had an amazing few days hanging out in Auckland. And so we drove first, we went to Rotorua, and Rotorua it's home of like all these like geothermal activity things. They have lots of mud and sulfur, but the problem is they have so much sulfur that it smells like eggs. We went to this place called Hell's Gate, and you can check out like all the pictures on my Facebook page and stuff. And there's like bubbling mud and all this fun stuff, and there's like a mud volcano that erupts every like once in a while, like every few times a year kind of thing, into like 10 meters of streaming mud, which just sounded amazing. But we were there and there was like no one else there when we were there, and you can't see anything from here other than the like natural formations and stuff, so we thought we'd like survive the apocalypse or something. It was kind of creepy. Also in Rotorua we went zorbing, which was amazing. You roll down a hill in a giant inflatable ball and it's just awesome. I highly recommend it. Oh yeah, we also spent a couple days in Waitomo, just like on day trips, and we saw some fluffy Angora bunnies, and they were amazing. They're like awesome, and they like share them and then they knit the wool, and I have a hat made from Angora bunny fur now, and I'm totally gonna be wearing it all through winter. And we also went blackwater rafting, which is where you sort of like sit in this inner tube and you float through all these caves, and it's bad if you're claustrophobic, but luckily I'm not. And you have like a miner's helmet on, you like turn the light on and stuff, and you look up and you can see all these glowworms, and it's really awesome. And you also get free soup and bagel afterwards, which, how can you turn down a free bagel? And we went to a kiwi house and we saw some kiwi birds, and they're the cutest little thing. They've got like these big bums and they're flightless and they sort of like waddle around, and they've got these long beaks and they're amazing. They're just adorable. And so yeah, Raglan. We went to Raglan, which is like a massive surfing place. When I say massive, it's tiny, but it's you know, massive in surfing circles or something, I don't know. We didn't learn how to surf because it was expensive, we were on a budget, and it was also freezing cold water and very windy and probably not the best time to learn. But we did go and like check out all the beaches and stuff, and they are gorgeous out there. It's just so peaceful, I guess, and like serene. There were so few people there. There were a couple people like trying to surf, but I guess it was windy even for most of the people there. Yeah, from Raglan we went back to Auckland. If you'd like to check out my pictures, like I mentioned earlier, they're on Facebook. There's also more available if you'd really like to see them. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. But Robin, I really enjoyed your montage. I thought it was pretty awesome. And I want to come to Japan. I just need the money now. But I am working in the bar, so hopefully I will earn plenty of money and become very rich and be able... Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but I can dream. And to my other friends who are in Japan, I hope to hear from you very shortly. Here's looking at you guys. Yes. Why haven't I heard from you? And to my darling wife, I know you're out there somewhere, and I know you're going to start blogging soon, or else I'm going to come and stalk you and track you down and force you to do it. Anyway, right, on a happy note, I will see you guys again really soon, and I hope everything's going well for everyone, and I hope everyone is safe and sound, and yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.